Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of West of Loathing. Working on those jail quests here. So when we last left off, we had taken out the Potemkin gang. And now we're going to go back and see what we can work on here. But first, we're going to stop by the Mercantile here and get our advanced cow punching skill here. So yeah, we should have enough meat to buy this. Now we can learn this. So this will be really important, especially if we start running into combat that we can't avoid anymore. So we have a few more that we can get here. We got Gore, which is probably the least useful. We'll get it last. Ever Vigilant gives us maximum action points. Gives us 2 more of those. So that'll be really useful so we can use more stun. And then Brawny, of course, increases HP, which would be useful too. But we're probably going to go with this Ever Vigilant one right here. Alright, and then we shoot the book into pieces because we don't trust it or anything else anymore. The book had it coming. Alright, let's head back to the jail here. Actually, let's first stop in and see how Doug's doing. So this is Doug. He was going to make some hot dogs, but unfortunately there's a trademark conflict. But he removed a single letter, and now he's in business. As we expected, the hot dog. So, we're not going to get any of these, though, because you can only eat so much in a single day. But, glad to see Doug's doing well here. Alright. Now let's go check out some of this stuff here. The Black Hat Bandits. For horse theft and selling counterfeit glue. Last headed to the old millinery. The old millinery. Millinery, I think, is the British pronunciation, but millinery is what we call it here. So, that would be someone who makes women's hats. Would be a milliner. Uh-oh, this isn't a good one to run into. But thankfully we got our skinning knife here, so we can show it to him. We get a couple skins from it. Yeah, we're starting to run into these more difficult random encounters. We need to either get our intimidation up or something. Alright, let's go talk to Doc. Old millinery, or maybe a haberdasher. I'll say that's good. That's a good joke there. So haberdasher would be the equivalent for making men's hats, and or I guess men's clothing in general, but specifically men's hats. And I think Doc is right. I think this would be more of a haberdasher. Alright, so we're going to go into each of these different hat rooms, see if we can find the bandits. And pretty much just spot the one that's different. J'accuse! And there he is. Alright, let's check room number 2. Okay. So looking for differences here. Oh, that one in the middle moved. J'accuse! And there she is. Alright, now this one here. Okay, so this one right here doesn't have as much of a dip in it. J'accuse! There they are. Okay, let's see. Now for this one, just be really quiet and listen. So now listen how it changes when we move around the room. Oh, well, it happened to be this first one here anyway. But it'll get louder as you move around the room, so that was easy. J'accuse! Now for this last one, you can look around and whatnot, but there's basically no difference between them. What happens if we start playing some music? Some public domain music here, set on a loop. Let's look in the room. Nope, nothing changed. Alright, let's change the song. Nope. Alright. Public Domain Joe. And here we are, some whistling. J'accuse. Alright, we'll have to come back and get this after we get lockpicking skill. It is useful to have lockpicking early in the game, but we decided not to go with it so we can get some better bargains. Alright, so we take them back to the sheriff here, and yeah. They'd be easier to stop if they didn't pick such thematic hideouts. Alright, so I'm just looking through here and seeing what we have available. Probably not enough to make it worth selling anymore, but check out outside here and see what we got. So there are different lots here, and we'll be able to, as we find more people in our travels, we'll be able to get rescue them and whatnot, and they'll be able to set up shop here. That'll be fun. And yeah, Dirtwater is going to be a little booming little town by the time we're done with it. Alright, so let's find one more wanted poster for today. The Gherkin Brothers for kidnapping, brining kidnapping victims, and attempted sale of human flesh for consumption. Nasty. Well, let's go. Let's go to the abandoned pickle factory. Hopefully we... Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, we can't just... We have to fight. We have to fight. Oh. Well, are you happy? Very. I hope you're happy. Couldn't keep letting you off that easy. So here we are at the haunted pickle factory. We need to get that grid up now. Because if the anger level goes over the pain tolerance, we will pass out. So we need to level it up until at least pain tolerance level 2 so we can lose one more fight. It's really frustrating to have this happen early on, but it's bound to happen. Good grief, he one-hit us. And so one of the biggest issues we have right now is you notice that he was able to hit us before we could even like use dynamite or anything like that. That's because our speed was so low, so it said, you know, whoa, this dude's quick or whatever. So we need to really up this gumption stat as much as possible so that we can get our speed stat up. And probably need to focus a little bit more on speed, honestly. Because if as long as you get the first hit, you can look at them, see what's possible, use dynamite, you know, whatever. But if they get the first hit, then just what just happened will happen. Good grief. So yeah, well, here we are at the haunted pickle factory. Feel a sudden electrical jolt as we touch the doorknob. Ouch. Oh no, you're late for your shift. Mrs. Vlass, late again? You better stop taking this job for granted. With your skills, you're doing 3 shifts today, Buster. Get to work. You're on pickle hopper duty. Mrs. Vlass knows if you have uneven cuke shunt levels, so we gotta keep them equal. Oh man. Break's over. Second shift. Get to the salt tank. Salt's everywhere. How hard is it to remember, idiot? 976. 976 parts per thousand. Idiot. So, we just got to remember these different things when we go in, so I'm writing them down. Let me out of here. All right. Oh, we got a break here, and now we're working on the boiler. Boiling vinegar. Let me out, please. 190 degrees, idiot. Not 189, not 191. What do you think we pay you for? But we finally snap out of it and enter the pickle factory. So it sounds like this, sounds like they had happy working conditions here. Alright, so here are the cuke chutes. And we need to make sure that these are the cuke shunts. And we need to make sure these are all level, equal. So we'll talk to this guy first, so we can get the pass of this thing. You alright there, partner? Can't sleep, can't sleep, can't sleep. Yikes. Okay, so gonna mess with these hoppers a bit. They're a little difficult because each one moves more than one thing at a time. And probably wouldn't be too hard if I wrote down exactly how far each one moves it, but I don't know. We'll just kind of mess with it for a little bit, see what we get. Hi, editor Caleb here. Recording Caleb was kind of stupid when recording this, and thought he could do it on the fly, and really should have written down the stuff in advance. But ultimately, I figured it out anyway, and so, yeah, just brute force. But probably should have written that down in my notes from my first few playthroughs. Just didn't get it right off the bat on this one. Then those two are even. And now I should be able to move it with this last one here. Let's count and make sure that's right. Alright. It's okay. I took care of the cucumbers. The ghost smiles as he fades away. Pile of bones and cucumbers. All the same, all the same, all the same. Alright, let's go to this place. Salt. Gotta salt the salt. Salt. You alright there, partner? Salt! Alright, this one should be a little bit easier, if I remember correctly. So we just need to get this to 976, as per the vision or whatever we had on the way in. So let's see, this one should be the hundreds level, right? So 531. Let's see what we got. And this one, yep, that's 10s. And that one's 1s. Okay, cool. So let's push this to 976. Alright, buddy. The salt is correct. And we get a salt-crusted skull. Etched into the back is the number 976. Alright, now here we are in the vinegar boiler room. It's not right, it's not right. You all right there, partner? All wrong. The temperature, it's not right. It's all wrong. Not right at all. Alright, partner. So, 93 degrees. We got the furnace right here. And put some coal in here. And then heat it up. So we'll grab the shovel here. And then grab some coal. Put it in. Just crank it up here. We're going to need a lot to begin with. Now remember, this is non-linear, but this will just heat it up. Yeah, so 27 degrees for 10 things of coal. Alright. There's another 10. Yeah, 36 degrees, so it's definitely different each time. Put in some more. Heat it up. 94. You can go a little bit over on this one, but... Okay, 100. Oh man, we're off by 1. Good grief. Huh. So at this point, it looks like it's linear. So it keeps only going up by 5 degrees. Okay, we need to release some. So I think every time we release, yeah, it goes down by 10 degrees. We'll release some more. Okay. Yeah, at this point it looks like it's just 5 degrees for a single lump. So we'll add 2 lumps and see what we get. Ah, 11 degrees. That'll be perfect. So now we can drop it down by 10. And we'll be at exactly 190. Alright, man. The vinegar is 190 degrees. Yay. Then we get the vinegar-soaked bones, and they have the number 190 scratched into one of them. Gross. Alright. Shall we pull the lever? Let's pull the factory activation lever. Pull it. And we finally get 3 ghost pickles. So these are very important to get early on in our time. So we'll be able to get some resistances from eating them. We'll do that after we get back. But yeah, these ghost pickles, they'll give us spooky resistance, some hot resistance, and I believe a little armor or something like that. Yeah, so they're very important to get early on. They'll hopefully increase our survivability. No thanks to you, Hat.
Cry some more.
Alright. Hopefully don't run into any more one-shot encounters. Alright, yeah, we can ignore this one. Eventually we won't be able to ignore those either. Alright, let's head to the sheriff's office, or the jail, and let her know. They got the pickle factory remains, and the doc locks them up because the bones are still jumping around. So, there's the Gherkin brothers. And I'm not sure if they... I'm pretty sure they only did what they did because they were driven insane, but... Can't go around pickling people. Alright, so let's head up to our room, and let's break out the jar of ghost pickles. What do we got here? So, ghost pickles. Yeah, it makes it difficult to damage. Turning into a spooky ghost, or eat that. We get this ghost pickled effect. Spooky. So we got hot resistance, cold resistance, stench resistance, spooky resistance, and 15 armor. So this will be very, very useful. And that's it for this episode.